resistant, block, and sabotage. These are the three main areas where we're actually attaching to a problem, feeding a problem, and even creating scenarios to create a problem. When you understand the way the vibration works, then you can stop resisting, blocking, and sabotaging your life. The universe is an automatic healer, automatic balancer. It feeds off what you're putting out, what you're vibrating. Through your experience, you're learning, you're evolving, you are understanding the journey. And this is what it's all about. But if you are rejecting your emotions, if you're rejecting your feelings, if you're rejecting and resisting from the automatic flow will heal all this, you're actually then causing problems, and you're attracting more of the same problems to release in the body. This is how the negativity gets built up. One of the key areas is stress. That's a deep-rooted, conscious thought that you fear, worry, or doubt, and rather than let it go, you're holding on to it. You're holding on to that you're not good enough. You're holding on to that it'll be in the future before everything is right. You're holding on to the fact that this stress can actually cause major problems in the body. And so the mind is giving you always these sort of problems or these lessons to let go, to realize that when you automatic flow or enjoy life, then you release these certain energies. So there's three little tips that I use to get rid of negativity. When I feel too much negativity, as an empath, I find I do absorb a lot of people. I don't have to think of certain people, and often I can feel their pains and what they're going through, which means that sometimes I'm not in a place of pure energy, because when I'm in the pure energy, I don't pick up, I don't feel, I don't have a problem with situations. But if you're going to attach, if you're going to feed the problem, if you're going to resist, if you're going to block, if you're going to sabotage, you can then create energy pockets on the body, which is then is not flowing. And because we're made up of 75% water, then when the body doesn't flow, then it's obviously the blockages become stronger and stronger. So one of the little tips that I usually use is if there's a certain word that upsets me, so something that winds me up, probably injustice or something like that, or the way people talk to you sometimes, or maybe something that that really you can feel on the body, I repeat that. So I repeat the word injustice, injustice, injustice. Then I feel it getting more and more on the body. Then what I do is I let go. I imagine putting it into the river, the stream, or nature, or to the woods. Because when you're walking in the nature, you're automatically releasing emotions. That's why after about 20 minutes, you find that you're suddenly at peace, because you've let go of all that stuff which you're holding on to. I also do this at night time before I go to bed, so my dreams are not always full of emotional releases and one thing and another. So that's just a little tip. So you build it up by repeating the thing, and it might hurt, it might start to feel pain, but you're starting to realize that if this is on your body and it's trapped, it's going to cause, the more you attract negativity, the build up is, and the more then eventually it becomes to anxieties and fears and panic attacks and anger and all these things, because the body has to release it. And the only way it can do that is to create a scenario or situation that allows you to release it quickly. And that's when you've so there's always triggers and signs when you've got too much negativity in the body. You feel fatigued, you feel tired, you feel irritable. These are all signs that you're actually are holding on to too much negativity. So build it up, say it probably 10 times, injustice, 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 or your word. Look at the scenario and then try and put a word to it. Say it 10 times, and then when you feel that it's too much to hold, let it go. Pour it into the earth, put it into the sea, pour it into the woods, and then replace it. This is the key. Replace the gap of the negativity was there with unconditional love or white light. This will then mean that it'll stop you from attracting more to fill up the space. That is one area. Emotions on the body. is very important to let go of. It also, another way I sometimes do it is to actually change that energy. So once I've let go of it, I imagine the bigger picture, or what's good has come out of it. Or you can send unconditional love to a problem or a situation or a word that is affecting you. When you do this, what you find is that you see the bigger picture to why attracted, why it happened. You know what I mean? So, why was that injustice? Why did people treat me like that? It's probably because of my vibration or what I'm putting out, or because I needed to learn a lesson. I needed something to help me to understand what other people are going through, to associate with scenarios and situations. And so, because the journey is all about the journey and the experience, understanding this, you can really move forward. So, for example, I sometimes think of, if a part of my body is hurting, like the heart, I think of the times where I felt the most love, and I felt appreciated the love, and I enjoyed the love, and I gave fully, and I felt one with myself. And all of a sudden, then that vibration changes, that emotion changes. Then that sense is working in what it's meant to be working. And then you suddenly feel alive again, because you're no longer suppressed. You no longer got the trapped negativity. You're no longer in that area holding on to stuff which is not flowing. Okay, so that's two ways of releasing negativity. A third way is, I sometimes just go and have a shower and just imagine it, or I imagine myself standing under a waterfall, or I do my Source daily routine, which is to get into nature, or what I do is change my energy of my body, of my chakras. So when they're out of sorts, I put them automatically pure energy into each area of my chakras, and I get them to balance again and flow again. That's a way to automatically just let go. And then I get my body to, I stand in under a waterfall, I bring my soul back, and which is the Source daily routine that I've created. And basically all the aspects of the souls that's part of all my lessons, I cleanse them, and I bring the soul back as one, and I become one with myself. Then I connect my mind, my body, and my soul together, which means then I become the pure energy, or the automatic flow. And then it's harder for negativity to attach, or me to hold on to it. Because negativity is only your perception. It's only your fear. It's your worry that something's going to happen. It hasn't actually happened in a lot of cases when we get these ideas. And if it's anything to do with the past, we need to forgive, feel, and let go. Okay.